Hello everyone, my name is Kiki and welcome to this video. I have a huge lot of characters that are abandoned and collecting dust in the back of my head, and I never use them, but they have a really great story building. So why not redesign them, because they kind of need it. Yeah. And don't mind the redesign for my OC. I changed the design so many times. Let's not talk about that. I think this is gonna be the final look for the OC. But let's actually redesign the actual OCs that need the redesign. So the first character is going to be a girl that I haven't used before, but I always had her in the back of my mind. Her name was Rachel, I think. And she was supposed to be Leylas' friend, bestie, absolute bestie. And they were supposed to be the bullies of the whole school. But I decided to change a lot about it and Rachel's appearance plus personality, because I thought it was a bit too standardly. Rachel was supposed to be very, very popular, but I decided to change that because Layla is supposed to be the one popular, and then her being it too, I felt like they didn't have any differences. So I decided for Rachel, her name's gonna be Liz instead, because I honestly think that name suits her even more because of the newer design. For Liz's personality, I decided her to be more quiet and reserved and to herself more, so that she didn't have a lot of friends. She didn't have friends in that school, just online friends that she used to hang out with in her older school or different schools. I'm not very sure about it, but something like that. And then before Layla started this school that Liz goes to, Liz was getting a bit bullied because she was quiet and she didn't speak that much with everyone else, so people thought she was a bit weird and different. So, and after Layla came and became friends with her, she got this little people started liking her more because she was friends with Layla, someone popular. And I decided on the hair on the right because honestly it looks the best, low-key. It just is so majestic. Now it's time for her color palette. Her color palette is probably gonna be a bit more maybe purple, maybe blingy, that style for her clothes. I had a plan which I wanted her to have flared jeans and this low cut shirt. You will see it later, but it looks so fabulous. And there's just some sneakers. The rest I was just eyeballing it to see if it looks good or not. And honestly, I can say I'm pretty happy with how she looks like in the end. I think you guys will be happy too of her design. She actually looks gorgeous. So here I was trying to plan out, that's the shirt I told you and the jeans, and then also some very many bracelets for her arms, because honestly bracelets, I love them and they always show off your personality. So I think this outfit that I'm choosing right now is something that maybe Layla would pick out for her, because Layla's thought that looks really good at her, and then Liz actually liked it a lot, and then she continued wearing this type of style. So some more lore dropping. Liz and Layla, they meet, but they never speak with each other because they have so many Layla is more with the popular squad in the school, and Liz is just all by herself reading a book in the library usually. So they didn't really hang out, they didn't really fit with each other. But after a science class, and then they get paired up in a science project, Layla was a bit more angry at it, and she didn't want to do anything at all for the project because she didn't get paired up with any of her friends. Liz didn't mind doing all the work as usual, but she was a bit annoyed at how Layla didn't want to do anything. But of course, she reluctantly just did the project. And after they visited each other's homes for the project, they decided to bond over the time when they spent time together doing the project. And then later on, they just became friends, inseparable. They just clicked. And later on, Layla, she introduced her other siblings, which I will talk about soon in their redesign. Liz met the oldest sibling, then they didn't really click, but after some time, they start becoming more comfortable with each other. But when she meets the younger sibling, then they click automatically because Liz, she has a soft spot for younger children. Not like that, but just like kindly, you know? Anyhow, here's the finished result. I picked the one on like the furthest left. Now it's time for the official design. Not the sketch, but the actual design. So I know you've been waiting for this, and honestly, I'm a lot more prouder with this one than Layla's design because this one just looks a lot more better, but Layla's is it's okay, but I could definitely do better. But here I did a little mistake, which I didn't separate the line art for the hair and the hands, so it looked a little bit wonky. But later on I fixed it, so it looked normal again. And like now I'm just trying to design it. I don't really know what else to say. So this was the first time I actually shaded skin tones and stuff like that. I'm not very good at it. I'm a beginner, so apologies. But I honestly took a lot of like inspiration, and that tutorial that Emma Artley did, honestly, I low-key love it, and it was so helpful. It really made me understand a lot more better where I should put the shadings and stuff. So y'all should definitely go follow her. She has a lot of inspiring shit. But I was trying to figure out how to shade the hair, but I just decided for those like tiny little highlight sparkle thingies. And low-key, I've heard that sparkles is a thing in AI, which is so sad. Can we not add sparkles to AI, please? I love sparkles. No, I'm not supposed to shade and I do the shadows with a black color, but apologies again. I was low-key lazy and I just wanted to get this done because this has been taking like 10 years. This project has been going on for probably 2 weeks and I was too lazy to do anything. Yay! So now I'm going to be drawing the freaking clothes because she can't be walking around like that. Like, who walks around like that? Now, yeah, I already had like an idea for her outfit, of course, and honestly, I love it. Oh my god, I just want to skip to the end so you can see that, but I need to wait. I need to be patient. This little C, I so freaking love her design. She's so gorgeous, bro. I love her, bro. Can we not just take a moment to like actually appreciate this? Yeah, you can eat my art. Yeah, I love it. I love this so much. But I think I'm finally done. I'm just doing the bracelets and finishing up the details. Wow, so pretty. And again, black shadow. Don't ask. But yeah, it's really pretty. And now we're on to the other OC. Yay! For Liz, I already planned her out, so it wasn't really that much planning I needed to do. I just gotta draw her in different color palettes and then the actual design. Yay! But honestly, she looks a lot more nicer, and I decided to keep her personality because that is just gorgeous, bro. I love it. So she was supposed to be a bully type. She has anger issues and she can really get very angry very easily. And I decided to keep that, but decide to not go for the violent tsundere because that is a bit annoying. Seriously, who does that? I decided her to be more like the one that talks has a big mouth, but honestly cannot harm a fly. Because that is just a little cute thing. And I decided for her to be a lot more shorter than Liz because honestly, shorter people with anger issues are just so cute. Can y'all not agree with me with that? Seriously, I'm serious. She's just so gorgeous. She has very long hair and I decided to keep that, but I decided to change her style a bit because I really think this like cute kawaii type of style, it's like cute core, will fit her even more because she is like just a cutie patootie, bro. Here I was trying to figure out like her color palettes. I didn't realize before editing that she looks like literally like Pom Pom Purin, bro. The colors are literally him, bro. I didn't mean to do that, but honestly, I'm just gonna keep that because it looks actually gorgeous. Maybe she likes Pom Pom Purin. Who knows? We'll never know. Or maybe we will. Decided on the one on the left. Furthest left, because that's cute. Now time for the actual design. I was really struggling with like what pose she should have, and I'm a bit more disappointed with this one because it doesn't really look how I wanted it to look. As I said, I'm more a traditional artist. I've always been for many years, so switching to digital is a bit more challenging, if that's what I can say. But at the end of the day, I found something that I kinda like, and I just decided to stick with it for now. I don't think this might be the official design of her. I'm thinking I might switch it out a bit with her face or her head shape. It looks a bit goofy, low-key. And her legs just look so much more skinnier than the rest of the body, bro. I need to fix that later on. But at least it looks good. And here I was shading, and now I know how to shade because I've been studying a bit on it. And I'm glad to say that I finally know how. Honestly, the thing to look for when you shade is if it looks 3D. If the art looks 3D after you shade it, then you know that you shaded right. Or if it doesn't look 3D, I don't think you really shaded right. But who am I to say? I'm just a beginner on shading, so I don't really know. But I have been drawing for a while, so I might know a few things. But yeah. And here she looks so much like Pom Pom Purin. I was about to say Cinnamoroll. I like Cinnamoroll more, but Pom Pom Purin is pretty cute too. And she just looks so much like him, dude. Like, what the hell? I'm shading some finishing touches, and I've already talked about all the things I can say about these two, and they are just actually drop dead gorgeous. And here's like full cinema Pom Pom Purin. I love it. I love it. I love her. And that was the end of this video, and I really hope you liked it and sticked around till the end for the results. But they are actually gorgeous, and I really love them, and this won't be the last time I make a redesign of OCs, because I have a bunch of other OCs that I need to really give a fresh look to suit them a bit more to these two. But yeah, you guys will be expecting more of this in the future. But anyways, I hope you have a great day, and Kiki's out.